everyone, I'm going to
be called a
part 2,
splatter
so let's
technique.
continue.
There it is. And just cover the whole of your bin liner in these little blobs like that. And you can use different colours. I like using red and green. Good Christmassy colours, red and green. In fact, it's everywhere, isn't it, really? And there we are, flicking more paint on, more acrylic paint. And when the acrylic paint dries, it sticks to the bin liner. In fact, it's brilliant acrylic paint. It'll stick to almost anything. And the idea is to cover the whole of your bin liner in a nice thick layer of paint, blobs everywhere. And when it's finished, it should look something like that. Look at that. And I think that's a brilliant sheet of Christmas wrapping up paper. And what does it look like on the present? Look at that. I think that looks brilliant. And here's one I've done in gold and silver paint. Look at that. That's fabulous. That's really classy, isn't it? And if you haven't got any paint, try this. A coloured plastic bag. And again, you can cut it to any shape for your prezi, any shape you like. And what does it look like on the present? Well, I think that looks very posh and shiny. It looks very expensive, doesn't it? Especially when you finish it off with 4 pedal bin liners, just these flimsy white ones. Just tear them off a roll. Now, obviously, ask if you can take these before you actually tear them off. And just take about 4 of them, 3 or 4 should do it. And just wrap them around your present like that. Put the present in the middle and just scrunch the whole thing together. Bend it one way, like that, and then round the back. And then just tie a bow on the top and pull the ends of your bow out to fluff it up a little bit. And look at that. I think that looks fantastic. Of course, the big test is, what do they look like under the tree? Well, there's loads of different coloured plastic bags, different types, different sizes and different shapes, and you can turn them all into your own Christmas wrapping up paper. Try it yourself, some very expensive looking homemade Christmas wrapping up paper. Blue skies, snow-covered mountains. What could be better? It looks just like the scene from a Christmas card. This could be it. Well, here we are, Breckenridge, Colorado, USA. Welcome to good old America.
USA,
well,
America.
It took about 10 hours. We arrived in Denver last night, and it took us about 3.5, 4 hours to get here. But it was worth it, because look at this. Snow, glorious snow, it's everywhere. I think that field's going to be perfect for an Art Attack big picture.
And
this is
usually going to be hopefully going to be a well record.
Footprints don't spoil the picture. Breckenridge was once an old gold mining cowboy town, but now they've discovered a different type of
I've never
ridges.
seen these episodes before.
White gold, snow. Every year, millions of skiers flock to these beautiful powder-covered
So
slopes.
I don't know if he has got a new logo or hasn't done it.
Now, Breckenridge is in the heart of the Rocky Mountains, and even today it retains the charm of the Wild West. I'm here during the Thanksgiving weekend, where all kinds of celebrations and activities take place, like this balloon festival. There's also many street parties, but we're here to work. First, we have to build a wooden roadway to park the crane on. We have to lay it right up to the edge of this field where I'll be doing my big picture. And then, on comes the crane. Now, a crane is a vital part of one of my big pictures. We put a camera on the crane to give you a bird's eye view of the picture. So, just time for some last-minute checks on the details of my picture. All ready? And then, up goes the cameraman, up goes the camera, up goes the crane. We're just about ready.
Bloody hell. Oh.
Are you fed up with seeing the same old Christmas cards in the shops? Then send someone a surprise Christmas card. And what's in it?
I'll do this, like
It's
I
a
say, we'll go
surprise.
by
Just take a
series.
piece of thin card or thick paper and cut it so that its length is 3 times its width, and then divide it into 3 equal
I think
sections
you have to
and
wait
draw
until
lines
the
across it
end of
like
the episode
that,
to
and
find
then
out.
score across the lines. Now the best way to score is to take a pair of scissors, keep them closed, and then tape them closed like that.
Okay, imagine
just for safety.
if
Put some
they
sticky tape around them, keep them firmly
done
closed,
me
and
in the
then
middle
take
of
a
the
ruler,
episode,
lay it on
and we
your
find
line
out
like that,
around
and then just score
the
down the
middle of the
line
episode.
along the ruler's edge, just
You've
press
done
it
it on
firmly into your
You
card.
don't need to worry about
And do the other one in exactly the same way,
episode.
like that, and your scissors are safely taped closed. And then put them to one side and fold
To me,
this
it's
section
best
into the middle,
to,
like that,
with
fold it into
Bill,
place,
if
and then
I've
this
done
section
this
into
on
the middle as well,
not
and just press that
at the end.
into place so that you have those 2 sections folded on top of each other. And then you need to divide those sections in half. Now you can measure it accurately.
Now
I'm just
here's
gonna
the question for
guess
you
it here.
guys.
It does have to
Have
be
you
accurate, and
seen
draw
this
a
episode
line
before?
down the middle of each of those sections, like that.
Do you guys know what
Down the middle of each of
happened?
those flaps it is really, isn't it? And then score down those lines again with the scissors,
And another question
just pressing
for
firmly into
you
the
guys
card
is,
and
have you
holding
seen
your
I should
ruler
say Christmas
in position
episode?
like that. It just makes folding
before.
so much easier. And then fold these 2 flaps back on themselves, there like that, and then this one in exactly the same way, like that. So you end up with something that looks like that. Look at that, those 2 flaps folded back on themselves, and you have that funny shape then. And the idea is to draw your Christmas design across those 2 flaps. Now, as this is the Art Attack Christmas cracker, I'm going to draw a Christmas cracker. And you can do it very roughly in pencil to start with, and you can make your alterations and corrections in pen. I'm just doing it very rough, because we are going to paint it up in a minute. Just drawing a rough cracker shape, and just make sure that the shape is the same, or your design is the same on either side. And just put a couple of lines in there and bands around the cracker. And then you can paint it using poster paint or acrylic paint. I've just got some ordinary poster paint here, ready mix poster paint, and just slopping it on here to show you. And again, you can do it more neatly. Just put the red bits on the frills, bits that you pull the cracker, and do the whole thing, decorate your whole cracker and neaten it up, and then cut this section out, and this section, and this section, and this section. And when you've cut those 4 sections out and you've decorated it on the front, it looks something like that. And look at that, I've painted that cracker up nice and neatly, and I've gone around the edges in black permanent marker, and I've even put some gold snowflakes on this back bit just to neaten it up and make it look nice and fancy for Christmas. And then open it out like that and continue your Christmas design in the middle. So there's a bit more of my cracker. Now that's where it's snapped, where it's been broken, and again there like that, and then do a nice big explosion for me cracker there like that, and then again here. And I'm doing the whole thing in pencil, as you notice, just so I can alter it if I make a mistake. And then just write your Christmas message in there. Have a cracking, get the joke, Christmas. And again, just doing it in rough, because I'm going to paint it and decorate the whole thing. And when you've decorated it and done it all neatly, you'll have something that looks like this on the outside, and again with the poster paint on the inside. Look at that. Have a cracking Christmas.
Wow.
So when you send it to someone, they open it like that, and they get the surprise of their life. And there's loads of different Christmas designs you could try. How about something like this? Look at that. Little Christmas angel singing away, and you open it up, and there's the whole choir in there saying Happy Christmas. Well, what about this? This is my favourite, this one. Look at this. You got Rudolph there. Again, it's the same on either side, and you pull his antlers, and there's all those lovely prezzies inside. Merry Christmas. Try it yourself and send someone a surprise Christmas card.
Now,
Yes.
the most important thing to get right is the folds. Divide your card in 3, then fold those flaps in half. When you've drawn it and painted it, give it to someone really special, like your mum. It's a cracking crazy smacker of a snappy Christmas cracker.
Meanwhile, back in Colorado, let's go for a world record. Okay.
Oh, okay. And this is it. Okay. Good on Neil. Is going to be better as well, record? I don't know what the current world record is. And I don't know if you will have tried to beat this beat the record out of the him. There are so many world records.
How's it looking?
Great, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, that snow works brilliantly, doesn't it? Let's see it. If it starts to melt, I'll have to take it off, though.
How are you making? How are you doing? Are you taking this special? Oh.
Yes, he's here now.
Okay. Hi, yeah, I finished it. Yeah? We've done it, it's the world record!
Yeah!
Hang on. We haven't finished yet.
What?
What we need is a Christmas clown. And here I am.
Well, you've done it.
Well, that's it. A few Christmassy ideas for you. Try them yourself, and I'll see you in January for a brand new series of Art Attack. But until then, have a cracker Christmas. Ta-ra!
Are you going to enjoy? And I will see you guys later. Bye, everyone.